Peace, everybody. Sweet Science Boxing Academy. We back with another video. Alright, man. So, Tank Davis, he responds to everybody saying that he has something to do with now the WBA now implementing 10-pound rehydration clause just like the IBF do. And people were saying that, oh man, Tank, he's a coward. Like, he keep doing all this stuff because he did it in the Mario Barrios fight and he did it in the Ryan Garcia fight. I heard people talking about this and they was mentioning Ryan Garcia, but you forget he did it in Barrios fight too. And if I'm not mistaken, he also did it with Rolly Mero. So it's like a pattern with Tank Davis and his 10-pound rehydration clause thing. And he learned those tactics from Floyd Mayweather. So naturally, when people heard about the news about the WBA is now doing this with this fight, that they're still negotiating that, naturally people were saying, all right, Tank has something to do with it. So Tank, he came out on Twitter and he basically was saying like, y'all crazy, like I don't even know what's going on. I'm paraphrasing, but the gist was he was like y'all really think that I got that much power to tell the WBA what to do? And it's like, well, you kind of really do, because you do it now. You've done it before. Like, it's kind of really no different. Now, it was different with Ryan Garcia because he actually had to weigh the 10 pounds in the ring. Like, this is different. It's like your standard IBF rule setting. First, though, you can't weigh no more than 10 pounds the morning of the fight. And they weigh you that morning of the fight. So then you got all day to, rehydrate as much as you can until you get inside the ring. But Ryan Garcia, he couldn't do that. He had to stay within that 10-pound limit. He couldn't go over, even when they fought. So Tank, he like, what the heck y'all talking about? Like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. So Earl Spence, he even came out and he started talking about it, and he was like, dawg, like, this is real. Like, the WBA, they now doing it. This is part of their new rule settings that they do. And he pretty much was saying like, and Frank Martin, it ain't really gonna affect him because I had to do it. And when you think about it, Earl had to do that for 2 years. Remember when he beat Kell Brook in 2017? He was defending that title up until he unified with Sean Porter in 2019. So he had to do the same thing. The IBF rules is you can't weigh no more than 10 pounds the morning of the fight. And then after you get the second day weigh-in, that morning, whatever time they weigh you, you can eat and drink whatever as much as you want and blow up as much as you can until you get inside the ring. And this is how it's going to be. And when you think about it, the IBF doing it, now the WBA doing it, pretty soon WBO and WBC, they going to start implementing it too. And they doing this stuff because people be coming inside the ring like 30 or 40 pounds heavier. Like the day before, they'll weigh one weight, and then the night of the fight, they'll be a few divisions higher. So I guess they trying to make it as even as possible. Try to keep people from blowing up too big. So I guess that's fair, but I mean, usually whatever you weigh, you weigh during the weigh, and then you come into the fight, whatever is whatever you can. So whether you blow up 30, 40, 50 pounds, it shouldn't matter as long as you make weight. But I guess they trying to do it like old school fights, because remember back in the day, you weighed in the day of the fight. So all that day before the fight, that kind of was like started maybe like 40, 50, 60 years ago, something like that. So it's like, that's really kind of new, for real. So I guess they trying to take it back old school. So Earl, he kind of confirmed that the WBA did it and Tank ain't had nothing to do with it. And a lot of people fear that, well, if that's the case, then Frank Martin, he gonna have problems because he ain't gonna be able to blow up. But Frank, he never really blow up. If you look at him, he look like he always stay in shape. And like Earl said, it ain't gonna be no problem. Like, I did it for 2 years. Frank, he can do it too. He a special breed like me. So I don't know. We just gonna have to see how that works. But that's all I got for now, guys. Let me know what y'all think. Drop your comments down below. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.